Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well, and if you are missing your classroom, you can see here the classroom. We are back to the school and I hope you will be back soon. Children, today I am here with a new video. So let's start today's video. Children, in this video I'll cover 3 lessons. Lesson 18, Verbs, a mixed bag. Lesson 22, Alphabetical order. Lesson 25, some past tense forms. Let's start with lesson 18, Verbs, a mixed bag. Children, in the previous video, that was lesson 17, you have already learned about some helping verbs which were am, is, are, was, were, right? You have learned how to use these helping verbs in a sentence. Today we will learn the use of has and have in a sentence. Okay, and we will also learn the use of am, is, are, was and were. Okay, so before we learn anything about that, first we need to learn what are pronouns and what are nouns. Nouns you already know. What are nouns? The names of people, places, animals and things are called nouns. You have already learned about this, right? Now, what are pronouns? You have not learned about pronouns, so you will learn it later. So I will give a brief introduction about pronouns. Okay. Pronouns are the words which we use in place of nouns. Okay. For example, he is used for any boy, to denote any boy, right? She is used to denote any girl, right? For ourselves we use I, for other person we use you, right? For and these pronouns are having the plural forms as well. Okay, if I am talking about myself, I will say I, right? But if I talk about all of us, I will say we, right? If I talk about some other person, I will use you, right? And the plural form of you is you only. Okay? The plural form of you is you only. Keep this in your mind. Next, for any boy I will use he, for any girl I will use she. And if there are no number of boys and girls, then I will use they. Fine. For anything I will use it, and the plural form of it is they. Okay. So to avoid the repetition of noun, we use pronoun. Okay. We cannot use the noun in all the sentences. So to avoid the repetition of noun, we use pronouns. Some of these pronouns. Okay. Now we will learn the use of has and have. Now we will learn which helping verb we will use with which pronoun. Fine. Here are some of the pronouns, and now we will learn to use has and have. Fine. So if the sentence is in present tense, and the subject is I, then we use have. What we use? Have. With I, we use have. Okay, we don't use has with I. With I, we always use have. Okay. Now, let's go to the plural form of I. The plural form of I is we. Okay. With we use have. Again, with we also we use have. We don't use has with I or we. We use have with I and we. Okay. Next, you. With you also we use have. We never use has with you. Okay. If the sentence is in present tense. You have and you have. Fine. Now, he and she. If the subject in a sentence is he or she, we use has. Okay, we don't use have. We use has. Okay. See this table very carefully. When the subject is he or she, we use has, and the plural form of he or she is they. So with they, we use had. Okay? Fine. With it also, we use has. And with they, we use had. So here you can see, with all the plural forms of pronouns, we use have. Okay, there is no has. Fine. With I and you, we use have. Okay, and with he, she, or it, we use has. And children, one more thing I would like to say, if there is any noun in the sentence, then also we will use has. Okay, like I'll give an example from the book only. Like Sheetal dash many friends. Fine. Sheetal is a noun. It is a naming word, right? So with Sheetal we will use has. We will not use have. Okay. So if there is any noun in the sentence, then also we will use has. With he, she, and it, we will use has. I and you. Just get this in your mind. Okay. With I and you, we will use have. Okay. No has. Have is correct, and has will be wrong. Fine, this is correct. And with all the plural form of pronouns, we will use have. Here you will have no confusion, I guess. With all the plural form of pronouns, we will use have. Fine. And with the singular pronoun I and you, you will use have. And with he, she, and it, you will use has. Fine. You will come to know more about this when we will do the book exercise. Fine. Now we will learn the use of am, is, are, was, and were. This is the table to learn the use of am, is, are, was, and were. Okay, these are also the helping verbs. Now, see, children, when I say present and past tense, what do you mean by that? You will be confused with that, right? So, when the sentence is present, if something is going on now, then the sentence is in present tense. For example, I'm teaching. Okay. You are learning. Fine. Or he is playing. She is going. Okay. So when something is happening, then the sentence is in present tense. Fine. Now, if something has already happened, okay, so the sentence will be in past tense. Okay, for example, I was watching cartoon yesterday. Okay, so yesterday means day before today. Fine, so it has already happened. So the sentence is in past tense. Fine. So we use the helping verbs according to the tense. Okay. So first, when we see the sentence, we need to see whether the sentence is in present tense or past tense. Fine. When we will able to identify that the sentence is in present tense or past tense, then we will be able to use this helping verbs accordingly. Okay. Now, you have to learn this table as well. Okay. These two tables, which I have already taught you. The previous table, the use of where we have learned the use of has and have, which is already in your book, and you can note down this table also for the use of am, is, are, was, and were. Fine. Now the pronouns are the same. Okay, and it will be same in all the sentences. Fine. We have to learn the helping verbs, the use of helping verbs with such nouns and pronouns. Fine. Now, am, is, are, was, were. First, let me tell you, was and were are used in the past tense. Okay, are used for the sentence which is in past tense. Fine. And am, is, and are used for the sentence which are in present tense. Fine. Now, first we will learn the use of am. You can see there is the am. This am is used only with I. Okay. So with I Okay. If the sentence is in present tense. If the sentence is in past tense, we use was. Okay. I am playing football. I was playing football. Fine. So with I, you have to use am and was. You don't have to use any other helping verb with I. I is playing football. No. Okay. I are playing football. No. Only with I, you use am and was. If the sentence is in past tense, you will use was. And if it is in present tense, you will use am. Fine. Second, you. You means the other person. For the other person, you will use are. Okay, with you will always use are. Fine. He, she, and it. With he, she, and it, you will use is. So am, are, is. You can see here, is will be used for any noun or he, she, or it. Now let's go to the plural form of pronouns. With I we use am, with we use are. With all the plural form of pronouns we use are if the sentence is in present tense. Okay, mind this. You have to see whether the sentence is present tense or not. If the sentence is in present tense, then the plural form of pronouns, with the plural form of pronouns we will use are. Okay, so there will be no confusion with the plural form, right? With the present form, with the singular form, you have to see. With I, you will use am. With you will use are. And with he, she, and it, you will use is. Fine. Now let's go to past tense. With I have already told you, you will use was. Right? With we, were. So first, let's see the plural form. In plural form, when the sentence is in present tense, we will use are. And when the sentence is in past tense, we will use were. Okay, I guess there is no confusion with this. With all the plural form of pronouns, if the sentence is in present tense, we will use are. If the sentence is in past tense, we will use were. Fine? No confusion. Fine. Next, with I, you, he, she, and it, the singular forms of pronouns. With I, we will use was. With you, we will use were. Okay, now this is something different. See, when the sentence is in past tense, the helping verb with you is not changing. Okay, in present tense, in singular form also we will use were, and in plural form also we will use were. Okay, so the pronoun you is quite different. Okay, so you should know which helping verb you have to use with you. Okay, it is quite different from the other pronouns. Fine. So with you have to use were, and in plural form also with you have to use were. Fine. He, she, and it was. Okay, and they will use were. So when the sentence is in past tense, you can see everywhere in the plural form of pronoun were is used, and with I, he, she, it, or any noun you will use was, but for you we will use were. Okay. Next, in present tense, with I we will use am. You cannot use any other helping verb with I. Okay, you will always use am with I if the sentence is in present tense. Then with you are, he, she, and it is. Okay, and in all plural forms we will use are. Okay, children. So first, what we will do? First, we will see whether the sentence is in present tense or past tense. Fine. First, we need to see this. Whether the sentence is in present tense or past tense. If we will find out that the sentence is in present tense, then we will see which pronoun or noun is used in that sentence. Okay?
Okay, so let's do book exercise, page number 62. The question is, fill in the blanks with has or have. First question. I dash a new bicycle and Ravi dash a new one too. So here, see. I, okay, with the pronoun I we have to use have, right, as I have already taught you. With I we will use have. So I have a new bicycle, and Ravi, as I told you before that if there is any noun we will use has with that noun. So Ravi is a noun, so we will use has. Ravi has a new one too. Question number 2. You dash a bad cold but she dash just a headache. So with you we will use have. As I have already taught you, you can refer to the table which I have taught you. A bad cold, but she with he, she and any noun we will use has, right? With I and you we will use have. Just a headache. Fine. Now, so you will get the PDF of this exercise and this exercise as well. Let us see some questions from this exercise. Page number 63. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the verbs chosen from those given in brackets. They dash eager to go home, but I dash not. So they is a plural form of pronoun, right? So with plural form we will use are, not is, right? Eager to go home, but I dash. So with I we will use am, either am or was. So here you can see is and am. Am will be used here. They dash eager to go home, but I dash. I dash not. So this is a sentence which is in present tense. Fine. Next, dash you ready for school? Asked his mother. So this is a sentence in present tense and with you. Here you can see you is the pronoun. So with you what we will use are, because am is always used with I. Fine. So are is the correct option. So similarly you have to do the whole exercise. You will get the PDF along with the video.
Lesson 22, Alphabetical Order. These are the 26 letters of English alphabet. Fine. And these letters are in a proper order or sequence. As you can see, B comes after A and before C. C comes after B and before D. Right? So these all alphabets have a proper sequence. Like in maths, you arrange numbers in ascending order or descending order. Similarly, we arrange words in English according to the alphabetical order. This is the alphabetical order that we are learning from LKG, I guess, right? So, what is the alphabetical order? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. This is the alphabetical order. We cannot say that P comes after J or Q comes before G. Okay, it has got a proper order. Fine. And we arrange some words according to the alphabetical order. How do we do it? Let's see. Now let's see the book exercise in lesson 22, page number 71. The question is, here are the names of two groups of friends. One group of names is in red and the other in blue. Write the names in the correct alphabetical order in the blanks given below. So here you can see group of names of friends have been given. Okay. One group is in red color, another group is in blue color, as you can see in the book. So we have to arrange these names in correct alphabetical order. It means color wise we have to do it. First we have to arrange the names of friends whose names are given in red color and then in blue color. Okay, so let's start. Let's see whose names are in red color. So first name is Zen. You can see here Sejal, Harsh, Varun and Anita. It is in the middle of the wheel. At the center of the wheel you can see the name. So these are the names which are given in red color. We have to arrange them in correct alphabetical order. So what are the first letters of each names? Z, S, H, V and A. Okay. So out of these letters, which letter comes first? A. Right, A is the first alphabet, and here we can see the name Anita. Okay, so the first name will be Anita. Then second one, H, S, Z and V. As you can see, Z is the last alphabet, right? So we can write Z at the last. Okay, so after A, what will come? H, Harsh, right? Then Sejal and Varun. S comes before or V comes before? V comes before, S comes before, right? So we will write Sejal, then Varun, and the last name would be Zain, right? So in the same way you have to arrange the names which are in blue color. Okay, you will try it by yourself, and if you won't be able to do it, you can see the PDF which will be sent along with the video.
Lesson 25, some past tense forms.
Children, in lesson 25, page number 75, past tense forms of some verbs have been given in this table. You can see in your book. You have to learn the past tense forms of all these verbs. Okay, so to do the exercise, first we need to learn the past tense forms of all these verbs. So let's start. First word is stand, and its past tense form is stood. Second one is think, thought, run, ran, fight, fought, teach, taught, meet, met, read, read. You can see the spelling of read is R-E-A-D, and read is also R-E-A-D. Both the forms of this verb, the spelling of both these forms are same, but the pronunciation is different. Present form will be pronounced as read, and the past form will be pronounced as read. Okay, next, send will be sent, bend, bent, lend, lent, keep, kept, tell, told, give, gave, sell, sold, buy, bought, eat, ate, go, went. The past tense form of go is went, not goed. Okay, so it's don't get confused with the past tense form of go. It will be went. Say, said, mean, meant, tear, tore, feed, fed, sleep, slept. Fine, these are the past tense forms of some verbs.
Now let's do some book exercises.
Question is, rewrite the following sentences changing the tense of the underlined verbs from the present to the past. So here a word is underlined and we have to change the tense of that word. Okay, and we have to rewrite this sentence. So here you can see the first word is, our teacher tells us to go out of the room in a line. So only we have to change the past tense, the tense of the underlined word. So here the underlined word is tells. Okay, so we have to change the tense of this word. So the answer would be, our teacher. The tense, the past tense form of tells is told. Okay, so we will write told in place of tells, and the remaining would be same. Us to go out of the room in a line. Okay, you can see here, and you will underline this, the changed form as well. Next, page number 76, question number 2. Ajay fights with the bigger boys in the school. So here the underlined verb is fights, and we have to change the form of this verb into past tense. So it will be, the past tense of fight is fought. Okay, so we will write Ajay fought with the biggest boys in the school, and fought will be underlined. Third one,
Robin bends down to touch his toes. So the underlined word is bends, and we have to write the past tense form of bend. It will be bent. So Robin bent down to touch his toes. Full stop. So in the same way you have to do the whole exercise. Okay, you will get the PDF along with the video. So you will note it down in your book.